Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am C and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come through and what messages come out with the cards. So the first card that we have is the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Do have some air sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or even Aquarius. And we have the Chariot, so we do have more Cancer energy. You could also be dealing with another Cancer. And we have the Six of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of really being able to overcome an obstacle. I do feel like there could be an energy of like you're fighting a battle within a connection, or going around something that feels like it is also something that's kind of challenging, or something that feels like it keeps persisting or coming up and it feels like a blockage. But I do feel like with this card showing up in the reverse, there is an energy of being able to overcome that challenge. I do feel like you have what you need to be able to overcome it, even within your connection. I do feel like with the Nine of Swords, this feels like relief, and I feel like also getting some mental relief and clarity. And I do feel like with this Nine of Swords showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of also finding out truth. And I do feel like it's bringing about a sense of clarity and a sense of also relief as far as being able to relieve anxiety or stress. I do feel like this person is very much, they could have reason for it, but it does feel like a person is very much in their head. But with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of them being in a space where there is a sense of also being able to relax. I do feel like there's a sense of also being open-hearted to a connection and being able to actually get to a place where they're not taking on too much pressure or worry and putting that upon themselves. I feel like it's allowing for connection to happen between yourself and this person. And with the Chariot card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of, I do also feel that with the Chariot card, this feels like travel. Travel could also be in the situation on the horizon. So I feel like when it comes to the person you're dealing with, there may be somebody who's different to you, somebody from a different world, somebody at a distance from you. But I feel that there is a sense of having the opportunity to kind of bridge that gap between yourself and this person. And do you feel like with the Chariot card, this feels like determined energy? So it feels quite decisive as far as a desire to be able to be in a connection with somebody, and also knowing where you stand, and also having clarity as far as how you feel about someone. Do you feel like with the Six of Wands, this does feel like an energy of somebody who wants your attention, feel like you're getting someone's attention, and I do also feel like this person actually they're trying to get your attention. I also feel that with the Six of Wands, this feels like an energy of being able to get the kind of attention that you are so seeking. So I do feel like it's a mutual interest as far as that desire to be able to get your attention. It's something that you are able to welcome. It's something that you would appreciate. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Star card. And we have the Lovers. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. We do have some Gemini energy with the Lovers, and we also have some Aquarius energy. So you could also be dealing with Gemini or Aquarius. So with this Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to actually overcome somewhat of a challenge. I do feel like with that Seven of Wands showing up in the reverse, there is this energy of being able to overcome somewhat of an obstacle in your path. And I do also feel like somewhat of a blockage in a connection when it comes to being able to connect with someone. I feel that with this Five of Pentacles, this feels like an energy of being able to actually recover a situation, as far as being able to get back to how things were, or even get to a place even better than how they were before. there may have been somewhat of a setback, but I do feel like this is an energy quite positive about where you are able to get to when being able to get past that situation, which I am getting that you are getting past a challenge and even a blockage to connection. With the Page of Pentacles showing up over here, do you feel like this is an energy of thinking about the long term? Do you feel like this person sees long-term potential with you? I also feel that with this Nine of Swords, that may actually be something that has been, this connection may actually be something that kind of stresses this person out as far as them thinking about the future. They may even be somebody who overthinks, has anxiety at times, or is kind of fearful of the future. And I do feel like with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of kind of having the relief of that. This person does think long term. This person wants long term, thinks about the long term potential. Do you feel like also with this card showing up over here, do you feel like they feel that way about you, about your connection? They are thinking about something that's going to last. A lasting bond is what would satisfy them. Do you feel like with the Page of Pentacles, though, this feels like an energy of starting at the bottom, but I feel like it's a solid foundation. So I do feel like you could actually be in it with this person when it comes to how you're viewing your connection. And I feel that even when it comes to how you're growing in this connection with each other. So with the Star card showing up over here, this feels like hopeful energy. And I do feel like there's also a sense of thinking about the future. I do feel like this is also future-oriented energy when it comes to thinking about the long term. So I do feel like you and this person may have even had conversations or discussions about the future. I do feel like you're on the same page in that regard. With the Star card showing up over here, again, I do feel like there is somewhat of a need to travel. But I also feel that with the Star card, that distance can even have been on an emotional level. So this does feel like an energy of being able to kind of address something that has been holding back, holding you back or holding them back or holding each other back in this connection. Somewhat of a blockage, I do feel like with that Seven of Wands, that is no longer something that's a threat anymore. So with the Lovers card showing up over here, I definitely feel like this is a connection between two people that does feel like also compatible people. I do feel like there is also successful energy when it comes to pursuing a relationship between the two of you. And I do feel like you're on the same page in a lot of ways when it comes to the romantic side of things and the romantic outlook. With the Lovers card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of having somebody who's quite like-minded. I do feel like it's like they're looking out for you. I also feel like you could be looking out for this person, but there is a sense of being on the same page. And I do feel like this person is a partner. This feels like a person who is an ideal partner to you. This person matches you. And I do feel like there's a sense that this is your person. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Taurus card. We have Saturn. And we have Mercury with Mind. So I do feel like you could be dealing with a Taurus or even a Capricorn or even Gemini or even Virgo. So this Taurus card showing up over here, I do feel like this is an energy of, do you feel like when it comes to your connection and the impact it has on this person, it's actually doing something good for their self-esteem? There's a sense of this person being able to actually get back to a place where they feel confident. So feel like it could be that you're quite supportive in ways that uplift this person. And I do feel like it's having a good impact on this person. I also feel that with the Taurus card showing up over here, this does also feel like an energy of somebody who is quite practical minded. I do also feel like this person is somebody who's quite well off. And I do also feel like this person is also somebody who is also willing to be able to kind of share in that with you. With the Saturn card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to connect with somebody who is kind of connecting with you from a place where your connection is very authentic. I do feel like it's not deceptive. It feels like it's grounded in reality. It's grounded in something true, something strong and authentic. I do feel like with the Saturn card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to get through obstacles and even challenges. And I do feel like being open to taking those on head on in this connection. And I do get that with that Seven of Wands in the reverse. I do feel like there is an energy of also a sense of being quite committed. So there is loyalty in this connection. I also feel like this person is someone who's quite loyal and devoted. And your connection is also something that is one that's quite strong because of that sense of loyalty to each other. And do you feel like whether it's a long distance connection, I do feel like there is a sense of being in that mind. I do feel like there is also a sense of, with that Mercury card up over here, you and this person could have a strong mental bond. I also feel like your connection is one that goes beyond just physical. I feel like it's quite deep. I feel like it's even intellectual as far as you guys being on the same page and meeting of the minds. Do you feel like with the Mercury card from up over here, this also feels like an energy of being open-minded towards each other, and there could be something that's quite unique about your connection with this person. So I feel like you may have ways of, it's like you prioritize contacts. I do feel like this does also feel like it's communication, and I do feel like also there is a way or a special way in which you contact or communicate with each other that you both get. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Cancer.